Hello YouTube, how you guys doing today? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about resources and where you guys find them. This video is going to be incredibly short because it's really simple what you guys need to do, or like how you find out where you go get stuff and all that. So I'm gonna walk you through the best way to find resources and, you know, like where to acquire them and how and all that sort of stuff. And if you guys like free Warframes, weapons, or mods, join me on my Twitch channel where everybody else is and ask me about that. You guys can literally earn free Warframes, weapons, or mods while you're watching my streams. Anyway, we're gonna come down here to episode, you might see down at the bottom right, episode status or resource drones. You want to click on resource drones and this little thing pops up here. Now what this does is this shows you the resources from greatest to least. Like ferrite being on the top of the list is going to be that's the most common resource anywhere in the void right now. Rubido being the second most common, then argon crystal, then control modules. So if you're looking for any of those, you know, that's where you get it. But every planet has one of these. So if I go to Jupiter and I go to resource drones and hover over it, salvage is the #1 most common thing. Then hexagon, neural senses, alloy plate, so forth and so forth. So you guys can, like, every planet that you guys go to, you can wind up farming these things out. Now, ideally, the best way for you to do this is to have gotten through the entire star chart, because the higher level missions that you do, like these enemies 35 to 40, 30 to 40, like the more difficult the mission is, the harder the enemies are in the mission. That means the more resources you're going to wind up acquiring. So doing Sedna would be way better for resource collecting than doing any other planet that isn't as difficult to do, where the missions aren't as hard to do. So you want to do the harder level like missions. Another thing you guys want to look for is, you see how like a lot of these planets have like symbols on them and stuff? Like this one right here, it has this symbol. If you hover over it, it says that this has a bonus plus 25% resource drop chance. It also gives affinity from kills and affinity from rifle kills. But what you're looking for is anything related to resources and drops. So not only do you want to come to Sedna if you're trying to farm out either Rubido alloy plate, salvage, or detonite ample, but you want to specifically click on this mission because you're getting a bonus plus 25% on the resource drop chance, which is basically means there's 25% extra chance for the harder stuff like detonite ample, for example, to drop for you. But so many of these planets like have these nodes on them, like this excavation right here, plus 35% resource drop chance. Now, as far as like farming this stuff out, chat, whoever your favorite to farm resources is with, put it in chat right now. My personal favorite for farming resources, but it's not the only frame you could use. Chat's gonna throw in their favorites for farming resources, but my personal favorite when I do that is Necros. And Necros has a specific build here that we're gonna want to use for it. So we're gonna go upgrade him and Despoil. This Despoil build is good for farming resources. So here's the build. This is pretty good for farming, and it's just one thing that would help. Now, if you had like a Nidus, a Korra, and all these other Warframes that, you know, you could go to any of these missions and kind of farm stuff out, that would help too. Having like more frames that are good for farming stuff. All this being said, I want you guys to realize that there's only so many resources you guys are going to find out of going to resource drones here. So for all the other resources that you don't know where they are in the game, Google it. That's what the internet's for, is for you to Google it and find out. You typically you're just going to type the resource in, say Warframe, then the resource, then maybe type in wiki, and it'll usually pull up the fandom page or the Warframe wiki page, and it'll tell you directly on that page where in the game you can go and find whatever resource it is you're looking for, if it doesn't show up in the star chart like in the way that I just showed you. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Remember, free stuff on my Twitch channel, come hang out. If you guys found this video helpful, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. Absolutely love your faces. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you guys in the next one. Laters.